First stage, easy stage. Well, preheat your oven to 200 first of all, and peel your potatoes. Once your potatoes are chopped up, add salt and water and boil until soft. Once potatoes are boiled, I'm going to use my ricer. You can use a masher if you want. I'm going to put them into a tub or another, if you're using a masher, obviously keep it in a pot or flat bottom surface, and mix it up with as much butter, cream or milk, if you're going to go for that option, as you like to make soft and fluffy mash. Look how fluffy that is. Soft and fluffy and creamy. Oh, I could just eat it with a spoon. Anyway, put that off to one side. The reason I've put this in a plastic bowl is it can easily be microwavable later when I'm ready to serve. When your potatoes are cooking, we're going to go on to prepping the chicken breasts. So when you get the chicken breasts, and cut off any residual sinew, white bits, anything at all. If they've got a mini fillet added, we're going to tear them off because we're probably going to cut down the half and they'd end up coming off anyway. So these look fairly good, so we'll just trim them and then we're going to cut a slit down the middle. Once you've trimmed it and cut the pockets like that, so you'll be able to fit the haggis inside. So that's in both of them. We're going to cut the haggis, fit it inside, don't be afraid if it's protruding out a wee bit, and then wrap it in the parma ham. So I'm going to move one off the board just to prep this one. So you'll bring over your haggis, cut myself a really nice slice. Now I've got to say, and I'm not saying this just because I've been given it, but this is the best haggis I've ever had from Donald Butcher. So you can get it in slices, you can get it in full haggises, you can get it however you want, but I would recommend you go try some because it is so moreish. So I'm just going to cut it in half. I'm going to put it in the chicken, and then I'm going to show you a technique for wrapping up in the prosciutto, because you ideally don't want the split in the chicken being at an edge where it can peek out. You want that totally covered in ham. All right, so in there, lay the 2 strips of prosciutto out, make sure the split goes straight onto it so that it's fully covered in the ham to hold the haggis in, and we go from there. Do it again. So I ended up actually having to use the 3 slices of prosciutto because it was breaking up quite a lot. So to wrap everything in, I used 3, 1, 2, and then 1 strip down the middle, and that's fully covered them. So what I'm going to do is just cover these in tin foil, wrap them up tight, and then put them on a tin foil lined baking tray ready to be put in the oven. So you're going to put this into an oven preheated to 200 degrees for about 20 to 22 minutes. And meanwhile, whilst these are cooking, we're going to go on to your peppercorn sauce. Peppercorn sauce, I've put bay leaf with 1 tablespoon of the red wine vinegar into a pot. I've put a tablespoon of the black pepper into a mortar and pestle, and I'm just going to crack these up slightly. And you'll see I've not totally cracked them all up. There is a couple of whole ones left. Some of it's been cracked up, other ones just kind of split. So we're going to add that into the pot with your bay leaf and cook off the vinegar. Meanwhile, we're going to go on to cutting the shallot. Once you've evaporated off the vinegar a bit, add in your diced shallots and also your butter, and start to cook that. And start to soften the shallots. I've dissolved my half chicken stock pot in your 100 ml water. I've got a half teaspoon of mustard. I'll just stir that into that. Once you've been softening the shallots for a little while, add in your stock that also has your mustard in it, and continue cooking for another few minutes, 3-4 minutes, until we've fully softened the shallots. And then finally, add in your cream and simmer for another 5 to 10 minutes to reduce and thicken. And final stage, just get a bowl, a little fine sieve, and I want you to take your peppercorn sauce and pour it through that, and we're just going to strain it out. And then all I'm going to do is discard this, your peppercorns and shallots, and I'm just going to crack a little bit of extra fresh black pepper into the sauce. Take your chicken out the oven, cut it in half, serve it in a bed of mash, and pour over your peppercorn.